Hey, what's up? I was just gonna do a quick little video on George Floyd because some body cam footage was leaked or whatnot, and when all this happened, nobody could see the body cam footage. All they could see is the videos that show, where there's no type of resisting arrest at all. So it just looks like the cops are just being straight assholes, pull them out, put the knee on the neck. And another thing is, I found out in that state, the knee on the back of the neck, that's part of the training. So like the officers were trained to do that if somebody's resisting. So when they first pull them over, there's two different body cam footages. One's like 18 minutes. I don't know about the other one, but the passenger, there's one cop talking to the passenger, and it's all fine and dandy. He talks to him, he tells him what he's doing and whatnot and everything, and they never put hands on the passenger at all for any reason. And he gives him his ID, and it's all cool. There's no problem. In the beginning of the video, the store owner is saying on the police body cam is saying that George Floyd is acting crazy. He obviously gave him the fake $20 bill, and they said that there's something wrong with him or he's on something or something like that. So when the cops first get up there to get him, they try to get him out of the car, and he's not really trying to cooperate or comply with exactly what they want him to do. So he's resisting arrest immediately when they get up there. So right from the get-go, he's resisting arrest, and then they try to get him to get out of the car, out of the SUV that he's in, and get into the cop SUV. And when they do that, he's already saying that he can't breathe, and then he's like, flailing around and trying to fall down. He's not complying with the officer. He's resisting arrest immediately, and so he's on heroin. He's on methamphetamine. So he's doing these drugs, and it seems like that's what's doing the talking for him. Like he's just walking, or kind of like the cops kind of trying to assist him to the car, and he's like falling down, and he keeps falling down. And then when he get him into the car, into the back seat, he like squiggles around like a worm and falls out the other side. And he's already saying, I can't breathe. I just want to lay on the ground. Like, I'll get in the car after I count to 3. I want to lay on the ground. Like, it's got to be the drugs just talking for him. But but he was resisting arrest, and nobody's seen these videos. I mean, this is like months later, now that they already gave him American flag, at his funeral, and the protests around the country. Like, there's been all these protests and shit are all because of George Floyd, and that's what started it, is George Floyd, and because of officers, supposedly beating black people or killing black people, this and that, and the whole thing. The passenger didn't have any kind of resisting arrest. Like, he didn't resist at all, and he was absolutely fine. George Floyd resisted arrest, and it got a little bit more, it got a little more into, they had to move him and touch him and this and that and hold him down and whatnot. I mean, I don't necessarily think they had to hold him down. I still don't think the knee on the neck, even though it's their procedure, I don't think that's, should be the way it is, but that's what it is. The cop didn't, in my opinion, intentionally kill George Floyd. You know what I'm saying? He was sitting there with his knee on the back of the neck. How in the world would you think that's going to kill somebody if you're just holding them with the knee on the back of the neck after the resisting arrest? Come on. You would never think that. You know what I mean? Nobody would ever think that. So it's just crazy. All this protest and shit started all because of this. First off, George Floyd is not a upstanding citizen. He's a shitbird. He's caused all kinds of problems in his community. He's robbed people. He held one pregnant woman at knife point or gunpoint. I don't know which one, but after breaking into her house and holding her at knife point, I think it was. So he's not an upstanding citizen, and he's been in jail and prison multiple, I think 7 or 8 times, this and that. So it's just crazy. All this shit going on because of George Floyd, and he was the one resisting arrest. And what's crazy? That the district attorney's office kept the footage from everybody. So nobody could see what actually happened. It might not have been, who knows, they still might have protested, they still might have this and that, but like, they only seen part of the story. All they seen was the cop put him on the ground and hold him down with his knee on his neck, and other guys standing around there, you know what I'm saying? The other cops already had questioned everybody else and this and that. So I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I mean, I think it's just wrong. The cop is probably definitely going to get off, because one of the autopsies says that the knee on the neck did not you know, didn't kill George Floyd, and the other one says that it did. Both autopsies say that he had heroin and fentanyl in his system. You know, in my opinion, I think he overdosed, or he was overdosing, you know what I'm saying? Because he's saying that he can't breathe before he even puts his knee on his neck or puts a knee on the back of him, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't even see how it could stop. Like, say I'm holding somebody down with the knee on the back of their neck in between their shoulder blades. Like, you're not cutting off no airways. You're not restricting their neck from being able to breathe. You're like, I mean, even with somebody on top of you, you could still get air in your lungs. You know, I mean, I don't know. I think he might have just overdosed, but I don't know. Anyways, I just wanted to put in my 2 cents anyhow. So there it is. Like, share, and subscribe.